ਕੈਨੇਡਾ ਪ੍ਰਧਾਨ ਮੰਤਰੀ ਜਸਟਿਨ ਟਰੂਡੋ ਤੇ ਸੰਸਦ ਮੈਂਬਰਾਂ ਨੇ ਮਾਸਕੋ 'ਚ CBC ਰੇਡੀਓ ਕੈਨੇਡਾ ਬਿਊਰੋ ਨੂੰ ਬੰਦ ਕਰਨ ਤੇ ਪੱਤਰਕਾਰਾਂ ਦੇ ਵੀਜ਼ੇ ਤੇ ਮਾਨਤਾ ਵਾਪਸ ਲੈਣ ਦੇ ਰੂਸ ਦੇ ਕਦਮ ਬਾਰੇ ਪੱਤਰਕਾਰਾਂ ਦੇ ਸਵਾਲਾਂ ਦੇ ਜਵਾਬ ਦਿੱਤੇ। ਪ੍ਰਧਾਨ ਮੰਤਰੀ ਜਸਟਿਨ ਟਰੂਡੋ ਸਮੇਤ ਹੋਰ ਵੀ ਕਈ ਲੀਡਰਾਂ ਦੇ ਰੂਸ ਦੇ ਇਸ ਫੈਸਲੇ ਦੀ ਸਖਤ ਸ਼ਬਦਾਂ 'ਚ ਨਿੰਦਾ ਕੀਤੀ।
Obviously, the truth, responsible journalism, sharing what's actually going on with citizens is a deep threat to Vladimir Putin and his illegal war and his authoritarian tendencies. Canada will always stand up for a free, strong, independent press doing its work of challenging and revealing what's going on in the world. It's unfortunate but not surprising that he's trying to shut down strong journalistic institutions. Canada will continue to support the great work of journalists here in Canada and around the world.
Mr. Singh, what do you think of Russia shutting down CBC Radio Canada's offices in Moscow and rescinding the visas of the staff?
I spoke about this earlier and I said it's a bad decision. It's something that's going to hurt people in the sense they're not going to get information on the ground. It's bad for journalism, but it's not surprising. Putin is someone who's engaged in a horrific war, violating human rights. On top of that, it's clear he doesn't believe in the truth or good journalism, so it's not surprising. Thanks.
Thanks for that.
Well, first of all, I want to thank all the media, all the journalists from CBC, from Canada, from all over the world that work very courageously to make sure that the planet sees what's happening in the Ukraine actually. And I want to say that the difference here is that I asked the CRTC to do an inquiry to consult Kenyans, which they did for 2 weeks. They met with hundreds of people and they render a very detailed decision, a 7,000-word decision. That's what happens in Canada. In Russia, just like that, they kick out our journalists. Major difference. The only way he does that, Putin, is to make sure that he covers the horrible reality going on in Ukraine.
What are you going to do now? I mean,
we're going to keep supporting our journalists. We're going to keep fighting this information, and Kenyans and the whole planet is allowed to know exactly what's going on in Ukraine.
Even during the Cold War, we never kicked out the likes of Russia today from this country. So did you jump the gun at all, like now?
This is a totally independent-based decision by the CRTC, by the regulator that has been regulating broadcasting for the last 50 years. They're experts on the field. They consulted and they explained exactly why they made the decision. That's the way we do things in Canada. On the other side, they've just made a decision like that. But Canada, we have a public network, right? It's a state-based network. It's very different. It's totally